I see a lot of progress with Jarrett. You know, when he came here, watching his high school play out there in California, I saw a guy that was well coached. You know, he's very technically sound in his in his technique and his fundamentals. He's got great eye discipline. You know, good footwork, good hands, good quickness. He's got good bend. And then I just needed somebody that really understood what our offense is all about and the system that he's running right now. He fits in there quite well, you know. And he saw exactly a lot of action in the spring, and now we expect him to have that kind of play, you know, when we start facing teams like Louisville and onward with New Mexico and Georgia. So, but he's made a lot of progress. I've been very, very pleased with where he is at this point.
And then obviously the other four guys started for you in the playoff there. Having that experience up front, how important is that?
Well, you know, they've been through the grind, right? They've been through the weekly preparation, the game planning, the practices, you know, and then going out on that field and competing against some of the best competition in the country. You know, you feel good that those guys understand what it takes each and every day to get themselves ready to compete at the highest level. So, you know, you lean very heavily on that experience. You know, Rob Hainsey, you know, obviously 2-year starter, Tommy Kramer, you know, now Liam with a year under his belt. Banks came in halfway through the season, the Navy game. You know, he's done extremely well. So, you know, this is a unit that's been meshing and doing very well together. They understand, you know, the defenses, the calls, and they're feeding off of one another. And as we continue to work through our game plan for Louisville, you know, I see a lot of progress out of this group.
Jeff, how much of a priority was it for you to have Jarrett come in there at center so you guys knew what your five was coming out of spring, going into the summer, and into camp? You
know, it's one of the things that I said to these guys. I said, you know, if your best 5 players are all tackles, then 2 are going to play guard, 1's going to have to learn how to play center. And I said, Jarrett, that's you. And so, you know, he embraced it. And one thing about Jarrett, you know, he's got such a positive attitude about the game himself and wanting to contribute to this football team. And he knew that, you know, once Sam graduated, and then, you know, and obviously with Trevor and Colin Grunhard, Trevor Rulin and Colin, we needed Jarrett to step in there and help us. You know, he's a big kid, physical, smart. You know, he likes being inside. You know, he's got those 2 big guards next to him, and then being out on the edge with those defensive ends. But really pleased with you know, his mindset, his willingness to do whatever it takes to help our football team be successful.